Federal prosecutors accuse Sean Diddy Combs of trying to interfere with this case from behind bars. The 55-year-old is in Brooklyn's Metropolitan Detention Center, where he faces charges of sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. A new court filing alleges he is breaking jail rules by paying inmates to use their telephone accounts using three-way calling. They accuse him of talking with people who are not on his approved contact list in an attempt to manipulate witness testimony. Recorded calls also indicate he has asked his family to contact potential victims and witnesses and to try to paint a narrative on social media to influence the potential jury. So let's bring in Chief Legal Analyst Khalif Rhodes into this conversation. Khalif, a judge also ordered that prosecutors destroy some copies of handwritten notes that he made that were inside his jail cell. Why would they do that?
100%. I mean, this case right here, when I saw this the other day, I said, well, this doesn't seem right, because before the judge spoke about that, they talked about the evidence that the prosecutors found in his cell, and they talked about it being handwritten notes, and the outside of the folder said trial information, lawyers' notes, and things like that, but they still read it. So within their own department, outside of the jail, but inside of the Department of Justice, they have a portion that will investigate and look at these documents. Say, okay, these are documents that are attorney-client privilege. Right. We can't even look at them. We have to set these aside. Okay, these documents have nothing to do with his case. We can look at these, and now we can give these over to the prosecutor's office. At some point, someone missed a step, because if you were doing this, and as they allege, this was a pre-authorized raid, a raid that was already scheduled to happen in terms of a cell sweep prior to him even being at the facility. And so they said that we weren't going there looking for anything. This information fell into our hands. However, if you find this information and you recognize that there is a big label on the front that says lawyer's notes, at some point, someone in the room should have been smart enough to recognize we're not allowed to see this. Regardless of what it says, if it's attorney-client privilege, it's protected. If that's work product that they're building this for their case. I talk to my clients oftentimes that are locked up. When I'm talking to them, they're taking notes while we're talking. The prosecutor's office has no ability to see those notes at all, because those notes are protected by the privilege. And so I 100% agree with what the judge said. The judge is saying, you have to shred these, you have to tear these up. I'll keep a copy. And at some point, if it becomes an opportunity where this can be opened, we'll go down that road. But right now, you have absolutely no right to view these at all.
Do you think the search of his cell and finding these documents could in some way, shape, or form impact his trial?
I mean, it'll impact his trial, but if I'm the defense attorney, I'm asking for a mistrial. I'm asking for this case to be dismissed. I'm asking for prosecutorial misconduct, because you can't unsee the documents that you've already seen. If you've gotten a view into our defense strategy, if you've gotten a little peek or glimpse into what we're attempting to think or do, then now I need a new prosecutor, I need a new office, I need someone else actually bringing this case, but I'm asking for this to be dismissed because you guys have misstepped where you're not supposed to.
So this already went from the deputies seizing it inside the jail into the prosecutor's hands.
Oh yeah, the prosecutors have it.
They read through it.
They read through it. You can't unsee that.
Right. Okay.
That's why the judge had to let them know what you've done is wrong. Now the judge is trying to preserve the case.
Drama, drama, drama. Khalif,
100%.
thank you so much. Appreciate it.